welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I am in the thumb of Michigan, and I like to do videos on canning and baking and vintage recipes and just life here. And I've been doing a series this summer on the fresh local vegetables I get every week. And then I am doing a menu plan with it. And I started a couple of weeks ago where I am freeing my freezer. Free the freezer, this is called. And I am not buying meat. I'm using what I have in my freezers because hunting season's coming and my freezers are just too full and I need to rotate through. So I need to use some of that meat, whether it's going in jars in my pantry or in our menu planning, and get the freezers down some, and then I can restock it, with sale. But you have to get rid of that older stuff. So what I'm trying to do is use what fresh vegetables I get locally in with what's in my freezer. And sometimes I'm doing, some canned items. Now this past week, we didn't follow the total menu plan because Jim had a surgery and he just wanted chicken salad sandwiches and grilled cheese and tomato soup, and I'm just going with the flow, whatever makes him feel better. So I did use some of it, but there's still some left that I'll be using this week, I hope. Let me show you. I was reaching for something. My acorn squash. I didn't get the stuffed acorn squash made, but I will. It's on the menu for this week, but if it gets bumped, it'll be next week. Guaranteed. So let's go over what I have, and then I'll let you know how I'm going to free my freezer for my menu plan. First, I got 5 ears of corn, sweet corn. We're still getting local sweet corn. I am going to be... This one's stuck. It was stuck through the bottom. I am going to be canning some in a soup. So I will do a video for that for September. That's my plan. Sometimes plans go a different direction, but that's my plan. And I wouldn't mind making some more of the corn chowder that I made because I gave my dad some. We've already eaten some. And that video went up Saturday, today. This will probably go up tomorrow, Sunday, if my internet cooperates. Next, we got some tomatoes, some broccoli. My plan is stir fry tonight because we didn't have that last week, so I'm going to do the broccoli chicken stir fry. Have some beautiful zucchini. I love zucchini. I do it as lunches a lot, and yeah, so I gotta figure out, I don't have that into any of the dinners, so I'll be using it during the days. Onion, garlic, cucumber. I still have some left from last week too, so some beautiful peppers. Oh, another little cucumber. Another tomato. A little eggplant. I was looking up eggplant different recipes to can too, and I found one. It's kind of like a relish that I might make because we have quite a few. Oh, this is a heavy one. Butternut squash. That's a nice one. I didn't think it was that big. Some more garlic. Oh, that's a nice onion. That's not broccoli. Green beans and wax beans. Some beautiful white potatoes. We've been enjoying the potatoes. And perfect for a different breakfast, a little cantaloupe. Makes a great breakfast or snack. So that is the veggie box for this week. Now let me get my menu out and how I'm gonna free the freezer. Okay, so today I am gonna have chicken broccoli stir fry. I'm gonna probably put some pepper in it. I'll put some garlic, I'll put some onion, and it will be good. And we'll have that with rice. And hopefully Jim feels like eating it. Tomorrow I'm gonna make homemade meatballs. I don't know why. I saw a picture and meatballs sounded really good. It's funny, I was talking to my daughter and she goes, "Ah, I'm gonna make meatballs too." She had a recipe and I have to get it from her. It has cranberry jelly and apple butter for the sauce. And I thought, well, that sounded interesting. I'm gonna do more of a cream style, and then I'm gonna have cranberry sauce on the side, so similar. So I'm gonna have meatballs with mashed potatoes, cranberry jelly, and some of the fresh green beans, wax beans. And there'll be leftovers for Monday because there'll be 2 pounds from the freezer of venison and some pork, some ground pork. So that makes them a little more tender. So we'll have leftovers. Tuesday, I'm hoping to do the stuffed squash on Tuesday. And that uses sausage, which I have in the freezer. And it has Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs and apple and celery and onion. So I'm hoping. And usually there's enough for 2 nights when we do it because it's pretty filling. So that's Wednesday. I lost track. Thursday, I have quite a few chicken leg quarters that I have froze, so I'm gonna bring out 1 package of those. I'm packaged them up like for dinners, and I'm gonna have that, and I'm gonna have the butternut squash, and I'm gonna have, stovetop stuffing. It's in my pantry, and I like it. I'm a 70s child. And a cucumber salad I was thinking too. And I haven't decided how I'm gonna bake if I'm gonna do just shake and bake type, my homemade shake and bake type chicken, if I'm gonna do a Mediterranean seasoned or barbecue. I haven't figured that out yet. We'll see what I feel like on Thursday. Friday, I'm gonna do a sheet pan meal. It's gonna have potatoes and broccoli. And then at the end, I'm gonna put on some fish from our freezer, some walleye, and with some butter and garlic and Old Bay seasoning, and let that cook at the very end. It won't need as long as the other stuff. Then I'm gonna serve it with our corn relish that we made that has the Old Bay seasoning. And Saturday, it's pay week, and so we might get pizza and have it, usually we go pick it up, our favorite place, and we have the drive going and getting it and go and watch the sunset, and then we come home and have pizza. So I'm hoping that will work. I'm hoping that, otherwise we'll figure something else out, some of my fast food from my canning pantry. That is the schedule for this week. And I was gonna do, with the squash, I'm gonna make a tomato salad to go with that. So that will use my tomatoes. And that's gonna be the menu. And so if everything goes according to how I hope, I'm gonna today I'm freeing 1 package of chicken breast that I have chunked up for stir fry. So that's 1 thing from the freezer. Tomorrow will be like 3 pounds of meat. And if there's extra meatballs, more than like for 2 nights, I'll just freeze them. And then, so that's 1, 2. So I'm up to 4 things from the freezer. And then the sausage for the stuffed acorn, so that's 5. And then the chicken and the fish. So that could be 7 packages out of the freezer this week. And I might change the meatballs actually to 1 pound of venison and 1 pound of pork, because that's 2 pounds of meat. That will make quite a bit when you add everything. So 6, let's say 6 packages from the freezer. But a nice combination, I think, of a few pantry items with the frozen meat and then the fresh items. So it should be a good week of eating, and I've seen some recipes I want to try coming up. And then my daughter told me a bunch today too, so I was like, we're kind of in the same mode thinking of fall meals. So that is what's happening today at Pike Creek Farm. And I hope you're having a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week ahead. And thank you everyone for reaching out to me. And I just appreciate all of you. And we'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.